Josh Gross with the LA Daily News. Steve, congrats on the win. It seemed like Denis and Christian were just impossible tonight to cover and stop. When they're clicking, what can defenses do against you? Because it doesn't seem like really anyone's got an answer, especially Tijuana didn't have one tonight.
Well, after scouting the opponent and you have an idea of how they'll play, but you don't really know until the team shows up and they they confirm what you saw in previous matches. And we did see opportunities in transition and to put our guys into those half spaces. And then they are very difficult to mark. You're absolutely right, Josh. But the way to deal with that, in my opinion, is to not give them open spaces, and you have to kind of suffocate them. And Tijuana wasn't able to do that, so advantage for those guys. Those are things we talk about and try to achieve, and we're happy it worked for us in our favor tonight.
Leagues Cup. Congratulations on the win, Steve. Kike has looked fantastic since returning from Copa America. Obviously, 2 great games now, 3 goals and an assist. Is there anything different that you've noticed about him since he returned from Copa America? Obviously, some great experience there with Bielsa.
Thanks for the question, Justin. I think we sent him to Copa America in great form. I think we can go back that far. I didn't play a whole lot at Copa America, so. And I don't know exactly what happened. I do know that his training sessions were very intense. But he left in good form and he's come back in good form. So maybe it's just his normal form.
Do we have any more questions?
Gunnar Berndt, KMET Radio. Coach, I wonder if we can ask you a question in German.
Claro.
Ja, mich würde mal interessieren, Sie haben sich ja sehr gut hier wieder zu Hause eingelebt. Ob es noch ein Heimweh oder Fernweh nach Deutschland gibt. Wie geht es Ihnen jetzt? Fühlen Sie sich wieder 100% wohl, wieder hier zu sein, oder zieht es Sie manchmal noch in die andere Heimat?
Ja, auf jeden Fall. Komme zwar aus der Ecke hier, aber habe die Hälfte meines Lebens in Deutschland verbracht. Und es gibt gewisse Dinge, die ich sehr vermisse an Deutschland, die ich hier nicht bekomme. Im Moment ist es meine Familie, die sind über die Sommerwochen da. Aber klar, die Kultur in Europa, spezifisch Deutschland, Norddeutschland, Hannover, das vermisse ich sehr, ein bisschen im Umland, außerhalb von Hannover, aber das vermisse ich schon sehr, die Menschen natürlich auch. Und das Essen ist etwas frischer in Europa, in Deutschland, als hier in den USA. Und selbstverständlich auch die Bundesliga, wo ich sehr lange ein Teil davon war und nach meiner Karriere auch mittendrin gearbeitet habe. Aber schon vermisse ich einiges. Mhm.
Christian Filliman, Defenders of the Bank podcast. Steve, es tut mir leid, ich habe mein Deutsch vergessen, so I'm going to ask you the question in English. Obviously, all eyes were on Kike and Denis, but what other player stood out for you in terms of today's performance?
Yeah, I thought defensively, Jesus Murillo made some big plays for us, stepped up, and Aaron did as well. And Hugo, he has a sense of calmness about him when attackers are shooting or attacking our goal, where he makes it look very easy. But all of his experiences going into each of those moments and all of his anticipation, so he doesn't react, he anticipates. And that's something that that isn't often seen and in my opinion, isn't often complimented enough. But we definitely profit from that. It gives the group a sense of calmness that, okay, it wasn't that big of a chance. And opponents, when he just kind of snuffs up all these shots, opponents find it difficult to gain confidence. And, Hugo's excellent for us, and in those maybe unseen moments, maybe more important than we think. Bitteschön.
On the injury to Christian Rivera, from your vantage point, pretty scary on the field. What do you see? And as a former player and defender, the chances for those head clashes are pretty common. Is there anything players can do, or they just have to go in and try and make a play and really not concern themselves with what may come out of that?
Yeah, it's always sad to see a player lay on the ground and go unconscious, and we're happy that he's okay, and he seems to be making a full recovery. But it's always scary in that moment. It looked like a very unfortunate situation. I don't think there was any malintent by Eddie. It was just a bad angle, unfortunate, I guess. But that's sport. Things happen. And we're just happy that the player's okay.